Dick Durbin literally says he doesn't work for the American people. When men and women are elected to serve in either branch of Congress, they are supposed to be working on behalf of American citizens, focused on the issues that matter most to them, specifically for the residents and voters of the state and/or district that sent them to Washington. But according to the Daily Wire, it would appear that Democrat Illinois Senator Dick Durbin is focused and working on behalf of an entirely different constituency than would be presumed by most people, namely illegal immigrants and not American citizens or the voters within his own state. The Senate Minority Whip, a top leader in the Democrat Party, was recently asked by a reporter to respond to allegations that he had lied about President Donald Trump making the now infamous shithole remark during a recent closed-door discussion in the White House about immigration reform efforts. "Listen, politics ain't beanbag," Durbin responded. "When you get into tough, complicated, contentious issues, sometimes rhetoric gets very fiery. If you don't have a tough skin, this is not a good business to get into. Someone should tell that to Democrat New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, but I digress." Durbin continued, "I know what happened. I stand behind every word that I said in terms of that meeting." Then Durbin said something that revealed who he is truly working on behalf of in the Senate, and it ain't the American citizenry. "I'm focused on one thing, not that meeting, but on making sure that those who are being protected by DACA and eligible for the DREAM Act have a future in America. I'm focused on that full-time," he added. "I bet the voters of Illinois and residents of Chicago are just thrilled to know that their senator has placed the well-being of illegal immigrants above their own interests, such as funding the military and ensuring the government doesn't shut down, or supporting tax reform that will help small businesses and job growth." Indeed, a recent editorial from the Chicago Tribune pointed out that, while Trump's booming economy and lower unemployment rates brought about by tax cuts and deregulation had resulted in economic benefits and job creation in much of the rest of the country, Illinois was lagging behind, particularly black residents living in Chicago. To wit, while the national unemployment rate for black Americans has fallen to 6.8%, the lowest since it began to be tracked in 1972, the unemployment rate for black citizens in Illinois stood at 10%. Worse than that, the Tribune stated that an estimated 40% of black males in Chicago between the ages of 20 to 24 were either out of work or out of school. One can only wonder how they feel about their senator worrying more about the plight of illegal immigrants than their own economic woes. On top of that, Durbin's fixation on obtaining legal status for illegal immigration will likely only add to their woes by adding even more competition for already difficult-to-find jobs, as Breitbart reported on research which shows that both legal and illegal immigration have had a disproportionate negative economic effect on black communities across the country. Now that Senator Durbin has made it abundantly clear which constituency is a top priority for him, again, not the citizens of his state, perhaps voters in Illinois may reconsider who they will choose to send to Washington next time to better represent their own interests. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter so everyone can see who Dick Durbin is really focused on working for while serving in the Senate.